black or? Yep, just black. Okay. Alright, hey everyone, sorry I'm a bit late, was a little bit late at work, but all good. Julian, you're not a busy man, so just don't lie. We all know you're not busy. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of working from home. So this was like a suggested video on my Instagram channel, and so here we are. 1 second. Not so good at these. Sorry, just reading notes. Okay, so I'm actually organised for this. I have a book and everything, and yeah, whole plan for this. And I actually have people watching today, which is super exciting because last week it was just me and my mate Felicia, and that was all. Okay, So we're going to start with the cons of working at home. So I always get confused, lefts and rights. But yeah, the cons of working at home, because we'll start off on a bad note because I've got way more pros than there are cons. So the first con that I thought of from working at home is you get no actual interaction with people. So like it would be nice to occasionally turn around to a colleague and actually talk to them. We have chat lines and things like that, but it's not quite the same as talking to people, I guess. But then again, at the same time, oh no, we won't go into that because that's a pro and that's going to be one of my ticks. And I planned this out very carefully, people. Okay, my next con is sometimes I get a bit distracted. So I'll be like, I don't know, there'll be like a downtime or something like that. And I'll start doing things that I'm probably not meant to be doing while I'm working. But it's just so easy to get distracted at home. That's a big fat lol. Right, okay. Hi, Riley. Yeah, so it's easy to get distracted at home. So sometimes I find I do get distracted and I have to like refocus myself and refocus my words. Um, yeah, distractions suck, especially for someone like me. I'm like, oh, look, there's a butterfly. Oh, look, something shiny. And then, but I get that from my trainer, who may or may not be in the comments. Okay, my next con is I'm not able to access like immediate support. And when I say immediate support, I'm not able to put someone like on hold on the phone, turn around and say like, oh, what do I do for this? I have to kind of like try and find my own way and think about things and try and think on the spot. And I get a bit like flustered and a bit nervous. I hope this sounds okay for this, just by the way. Yeah, and I get a bit flustered and sometimes like you don't always get the response straight away and you're not always able to access that help like right in that moment when you might need it. But yeah, that's another big one. But there is a pro to this, which will be coming after my final con, because I only could think of 4 cons because this job's great. Okay, my last one is, and I'm not sure whether this is a good or a bad thing, I'm always snacking. So like it's a good thing because I love to eat, but it's a bad thing because I'm gaining a few kilos. You can't see it from here up, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the double chin's starting to go in there. But, yeah, so I can hear myself playing in the lounge room. Oh, God. Anyways, so yeah, so I eat all the time. I'm constantly snacking. And you know what? If my phone rings while I'm snacking, I get pissed off because I want to finish my damn food. Okay, so that's my 4 cons for this video. Now, let's go over to the pros. No 12-year-olds in this room. You're too young to be on the live stream, Riley. Okay, so my first pro is it's so easy to get to work. I just stand up, out of bed, walk 10 steps, and I'm at work. There's no other explanation for that. Like, it's just so easy to get to work. Save on fuel, even though my desk cost me a fortune and my chair and all the rest of it. Yeah, it's saved me so much money on fuel. I go through like, I don't know, a tank every 2 weeks or something if I'm lucky. And that's only because I have horses to feed. So there's that. It's helped me self-motivate. So I find I'm more motivated in myself now because I have to rely on myself to get my job done because without my job, I won't be able to live because I need money. You see where I'm going with this? And, you know, if I get fired, then I don't have money, then, yeah. And it's like, you know, a good job to have because you are at home all the time. It also builds a lot of self-confidence. So like I said before, it's difficult to think on your feet, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes to think on your feet. So, and it's building up a lot of confidence in my speech and the way I talk to people and the way I come across, because if I had to think of things on the spot, I'd get very nervous. I still get a bit nervous, but I'm getting better at just like bullshitting my way through pretty much. But it's so much easier to bullshit your way through once you have to start thinking by yourself on your own. It's a more relaxed environment is my next tick, clearly, because I'm not in slippers. I go to work in professional clothes. So we'll just leave that one there. I get to hang out with my dogs. That was actually my next one. So as you can see, I have a dead dog behind me. I get to hang out with them all day. And every time I go on a break, I can pet them and play with them and love them. So, like, name another job where you can have your dogs in your office. Because if you can, I want to be there. That'd be great. My next pro is I am able to do more at home. So I clean more, a little. I don't know. I find like I've cleaned out my drawers and I've like cleaned out my cupboards and things like that on my breaks because I just get bored and if the weather's shit, then I do things in the house rather than going outside and seeing the rain because I live in Ballarat and there's a lot of rain. The next tip is I can wear whatever I want. So usually I wear something decent on top, a t-shirt or something like that. I got taught well to do that. And then on the bottom half, I can wear pajamas, I can wear comfy pants, I can wear track pants, I can wear slippers, I cannot wear shoes at all. Yeah, so I can literally wear whatever I like on the bottom half and I'm always comfy. And on my break, sometimes I even go and get changed. Like right now it's 10 o'clock at night, so sometimes I'll go into my room and put my pajamas on my final like break of the day so that I am comfy and ready for bed when I finish work and I can just walk to bed. It's just across there. My next positive is I cook lunch pretty much every single day. So it's good to have healthier meals. I'm not saying all of them are healthier, but you know, if you forget your food at work, you end up like going to get takeaway, going to get shit to eat. But I'm snacking a lot more, so I'm still kind of getting fatter anyway. But I can like get up in the morning, cook myself some lunch, and have it all ready for my day, and I don't need to worry about taking it to work because that was another thing. You end up like learning to cook a lot more too, and cooking a lot healthier options, and I get dinner pre-prepared and things like that. So yeah, so that's really helpful. It's also helped me be more self-sufficient. So this is kind of comes up under the self-confidence and the motivated. You become more self-sufficient. So you end up being able to do more things for yourself. And I can set up this desk however I want, whenever I want. And yeah, it's built for me. I don't have to build it around a workplace, I guess. And my last one in the pros list is for Julian. It's pants off every day. You know how there's pants off Friday? It is pants off every day at work. Am I wearing pants? Am I wearing underwear? Am I wearing anything? You'll never know because you know what? I won't tell you if I am or not. So, pants off every day, underwear off every day, underwear on. I don't have to shower for anyone, although I do shower. I don't have to shower if I don't want to because you know what? You can't smell me through the computer. And if they ever come up with that detail, I will no longer be doing this job because I will get fired. Okay, so we've come to the end of our pros and cons. Now, I do have one little final segment, but I have to get rid of all my ticks. I am playing around with my live streaming. So, all right, all my pros and cons are gone. So, let me turn my page. I've got this all written down, so I didn't forget anything. Top tip. Top tips of the day. What toy moved? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, Harry's behind the teddy, so if he did move, it's Harry, my other dog. Okay, so top tips for working at home. Get up and get yourself ready as you usually would for work. So I like to get up and take a shower and eat some breakfast, take the dogs out to the horses, feed the horses, do the usual things that I would normally do before I go to work. Because if you just like start getting up and getting out of bed and then like slopping to work in your PJs, you're not going to feel any motivation. You need to like actually get yourself up and awake and alert and ready for work. That's my kind of number one what to do. That's the first thing you should definitely do. The second thing is you should have a professional setup. So don't go having, okay, like I'm not one to talk here, and if my girlfriend comments, I'll kill her. Have a professional setup. Now my setup's professional, but I'm a messy person at the same time. So like I do have like electronic shit everywhere. But have a professional setup. You don't want to be having like, I don't know, crap and junk all over your desk and games and things that can distract you, because you will get distracted, and don't think you won't, because you will be distracted. So make sure it's clean and set up just for work. It's a place that you can go and you can shut the door when you're there. If you don't have a place where you can shut the door, at least have a place where you can like corner yourself off and not have any distractions, because if you have distractions, they're very distracting. Even if you're like, I'm not going to get distracted by them, you will. I get distracted by things out in the lounge room, and I'm not even in the lounge room and my door is shut. I get distracted by my dogs and all they do is sleep, and sometimes I just pick them up and cuddle them because they're adorable. So you want to have a nice professional setup, but something that screams you as well. So I've got like a painting up on the wall. I've got, you know, like my on-air sign, and that doesn't normally sit there. It sits over here, but for the video. Any tips? I'm going to be a YouTuber. This isn't a tip on being a YouTuber. This is tips on working from home. I don't know what tips to give you as a 13-year-old YouTuber. I'm really sorry. Yeah. And then the last tip would be to step away when you can. So, you know, get yourself, like, if you get a break, if you get, I don't know, whatever, some time away, go and get outside, go see some sun. If it's raining, go in your kitchen and cook something. Just try and get away, call someone, talk to people. Talking to people is probably a really important part. But yeah, the best thing is to step away. Like I've even gone and like walk the dogs a couple of days on my lunch breaks and things like that, because it just gets you out of this area. But at the same time, I do all my editing at this desk too, so I'm constantly here. Sometimes I check out for lunch and I just turn my chair over to this computer and I edit my next video for the following week. Yeah, don't have too many snacks around. That's another top tip, because it was a con. You will get fat. Go to the gym. Do things with your life, like exercise. I don't know. Like I said, walk the dog. Do things that you enjoy doing, because otherwise you're going to get lonely and you're going to get stuck in your house by yourself forever. And we don't want that. It is awesome working from home. And like there was like 12 pros and 4 cons, and I thought of these over the course of a week, and I just couldn't think of any more cons, because it is so awesome working from home. And I have time, because I am on set shifts. You'll find with most at-home work, it's not just like do it when you want, what you want, and we'll pay you all this money. No, it's still work. Like I'm still rostered for shifts, and I still show up as I would for work, which is why I shower and get ready before work. And I'm able to do things before work because I'm on an evening shift, or you can do things after work. Just make sure you're always doing things and keeping your life busy, because you don't want to be waking up in the morning, staying at home, going to work, which is at home, finishing work, going to bed, which is at home, because you're going to get really sick of home. Yeah, like no one could ever get sick of home, but at the same time, yeah, make sure you do give yourself a good life. Like I like to go to gym early in the mornings, which is absolutely stupid seeing as I work late, but yeah, they're my top tips for working at home. Now, I have 7 people watching, which is unusual for my life. Does anyone have any questions on working from home, or any anything that you would like to add if you are someone that works from home. Yeah, Julian, I told you to come to Melbourne and visit me rather than just waking up and working and going to bed. But you didn't come, you had 4 weeks off, and what did you do? I bet you stayed at home. Responses are delayed too if you send them through. Yeah, I think they're all my tips for the day. I had a couple of other things. Another negative that I was going to put in, but it's not really negative. It's like hard to get motivated, but at the same time you can get motivated. Like it helps you to get self-motivated. So I think this job is actually good for people that aren't easily self-motivated because it forces you. Because if you don't live at home, you need to pay rent, you need to pay bills, you need to do all that adult crap. And if you don't have a job, you're not going to be able to pay for them. And if you try and get a job from home, try and do the bare minimum and you end up getting fired, you know, like there goes your income. And everyone needs income. I don't care if people say money's not important. Money is important because we need money to survive, unfortunately. And the government apparently works 40 hours with me and takes all my money. So, you know, give me my tax back, bitches. Would I ever go back to a regular job? It'd be so hard to, because like I actually get time to make my YouTube videos, which is why they're so much more frequent now than once a week. Yeah, so it would be really difficult, and there's so many areas of growth in the job that I've got now that like I wouldn't see myself going anytime soon. I could go back to a regular job, but I think I'd just like end up hating it. I don't know. It's really like such a different experience working from home, and you do have a bit more freedom. Like even though you still have set hours and all that, you have a lot more freedom, and I don't have to worry about, you know, being all ready for work and being there 10 minutes early. Like I turn on my computer and I go and make a coffee and I just make sure I'm logged in like a few minutes early and I'm good. Like, and I can still do things right up to like the last minute before work. And yeah, I usually record a lot of videos in the morning and edit lots, and I love the fact that I can edit during the day on my breaks and stuff. So yeah, lets me focus a bit more on doing YouTube as well. Any other questions? Oh yeah, right. I forget you're a freelancer. Yours would be tough though. Okay, so Felicia's a freelancer, so she like has to work on the jobs that she gets. So I don't know if I could do that. I think I'd panic, to be very honest with you, because I'm so much more of like I need to know what's coming in every week, all the time. And this was one of those jobs that were at home where I didn't need to be, you know, a qualified 20 years of editing stuff, and like because most of the at-home jobs are editing, what do you call it, like books and writing and stuff like that, and I don't have that. Look, okay, so Kiki2663 is my partner. And I forgot to put the milk away after my like third coffee today, so it was sitting on the bench. But it was soy milk, it didn't curdle, and it's cold, and we live in a cold place, and shut up. Yes, that's true, Felicia. Why is my little brother-in-law thing calling me fat? Why are you calling me fat? Anyways, well, I think I'm going to end this live stream early because I don't have a lot more to say on this topic. I went over all my facts. If you have any questions, or if you're watching this in the future, ask questions below. I will answer them. If you want to know who I work for, I won't tell you that because that's not for public knowledge. That's only for my friends and stuff. But yeah, if you really want a at-home job, there are a lot out there. You just have to look for them. And especially in Australia, because we're such a big country, it's like there's so many, because you know, not everything's close. Like nothing's close actually. like by the time we drive to Sydney, you could have driven to another part of Europe if you're in Europe. So yeah, there are a lot of remote jobs out here. There's a site called Working Nomads, which is all remote work, which you can find. And yeah, and I just signed up for remote jobs on Seek as well, and that's where I found this one. So yeah, it took like 3 months of interviews and a long hard progress, but definitely worth it. Definitely would recommend it, and it will make you a bit of a hermit. Anyways, thank you for joining me. And this is the most viewers I've had in one live stream, so I love you guys. Thank you all, because usually it's like just me and 1 or 2 other people. And so yeah, so thank you for joining me. We're going to finish this off early, and here is my outro, and I will see you guys next time.
Yo, my name is Oprah and this is my spot. Take a seat and don't worry, cause that ain't a big shot. I was thinking we could make a little tribe, but that'd only work if y'all subscribe.